Now let's talk a little bit about the business and how does it help you be a better seller, marketer, go-to-market strategist?
Of course. Of course. So I see career as my medium of self-expression. Like sculptors have clay, right? Musicians have guitars or pianos. I have career. Like that's truly how I find out more about myself, feel like I'm expressing myself. That's weird. Like I am. So the AI and stuff, yes, it absolutely is helping me both, so I can be my best and also produce like phenomenal work with ease and just, yeah, like flow, ease, using it to set me and my clients or prospects are up for like, yeah, the human experience.
I think that's really great. And especially the flow and ease part. Again, I think so many people discount like what the magic is for you and how you make a difference and how you express yourself and all of the other stuff. Specifically for sellers and things, all the other stuff we have to do that is not talking to clients. I mean, there is a ton about that. And we're going to have another friend of mine on, Jordan Ledwin, the AI sales guy, that he talks about how to do all of that from a very technical perspective. But for you work as like fractional rev ops, so doing sales and stuff for other people, which I imagine you get into a lot of things where you need systems and processes in place and to be able to replicate it through other people. And that's sort of the challenge now. So I guess when you're looking at that for other companies, how do you think about what can we automate with AI tools and processes and set, things up to run the same for every client versus what is the magic that we're trying to activate and that we need humans to do and is the magic of your company versus things that are maybe solely human. It's going to be a big heavy lift and we need people on board to do that.
Yeah. So I'm building Activate the Magic. We are the fractional RevOps agency for B2B tech startups from 0 to 10 million. So really that go-to-market fit sprint, very 0 to 1, very like build it, figure it out. And how this year has really been pivotal for how I approach what it is that I do / we do. We're a team of 12 and really evolving from kind of like individual people working on projects to like a unified system, a way of doing things, collaborating. So yeah, there's a lot of internal shifting and tooling and process defining, which is super meta because that's exactly what we do for our clients, right? Specifically with Salesforce and HubSpot and anything that hits it. But in general, here's what's different going into 2025 is we can no longer predict, right? So what used to be best practices, here's the how-to guide. Up until now, I have had complete career security because I knew how to do cold outbound. And like my claim to fame, the whole reason I'm able to have my own agency is the last tech startup that I was in-house with was Link Squares in Boston. I was hire number 10, brought on to build the business development program. And in 2 years, we went from 350K ARR to 9 million, 0 marketing hire. Just like sheer cold outbound. And this was 2018, right when outreach was like hitting the streets, right? And so it became, you do this and then we learn things and we iterate, but it was very, it didn't change the guide. It didn't change the whole playbook. It was just iterating best practices. Oh, actually, we're going for shorter subject lines. Oh, actually, the first 10 words. So like optimize for the first 10 words of your email. Like all of those little things, it's no longer that. It's now like I literally have no idea what the tech landscape will look like in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with all these AI changes is that it's so fast. I think for people that most of the people listening have probably experienced this, but if they haven't, The changes in the last 18 months, as far as like spam and agents, is just crazy. But then that also means there's tools to filter out the inbox, and Apple just released a new update for their inbox to split things into tabs, and Google's had that for a while, and spam blockers, and just like in college they're working on like, you know, plagiarism checkers and ChatGPT checkers to see if the student actually wrote the program. But then there are programs designed to break the checkers so that you can run your AI thing through another AI to have it change the algorithm and rewrite it in a way that breaks the plagiarism checker. And I think we're in this massive escalation, especially with cold outreach, that it's just become overwhelming. That the amount of spam has changed the game, and people are just kind of tuning out all of it, and they assume it's not a person now. Really, is that fair?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And so something really funny happened like 2 months ago, where I had the opportunity to, someone who had been working for me for 2 years on like a part-time basis, I was able to get him full-time to own client delivery, right? And his right hand is starting full-time on Monday. So with that wrong handled, I really needed to take my hands out of that pie and focus on building pipeline and sales, right? So basically do the job that I've been supporting.
Right. Yeah.
And newsflash to me, it is harder than I thought.
It's harder to do it for yourself than it is for somebody else, which is the craziest part of it. And I always feel like I have to apologize for my own marketing, because you're like, you're a marketing agency? What is the, you know, it's like, well, I got clients to take care of. I'm trying to make sure their stuff looks awesome. I'll worry about mine last.
Exactly.
That's the way it always works. But when you do it for yourself, you realize how hard that challenge is, and why you need experts on the sales and marketing side to help you out, because it's really hard to kind of read the label from inside the bottle. Like you just can't see what your magic sauce is sometimes.
And here's the thing about, like, I named myself head of GTM, right? At Activate the Magic. Let's go in. Let me put on that whole costume. Let me be this person to crack it and figure it out. And it's super confronting, right? Because everything that used to work is cold outbound email, full stop, is no longer a viable go-to-market strategy.